Hello everybody, how are you all doing? I hope you are good. My name is Angeloma. You can call me Aku Rama. I'm a sex coach and I teach about sex, relationship and healthy tips to give you a healthy looking lifestyle. If today is the first time watching my videos, today is the first time you're seeing this beautiful girl on your screen. Thank you so much for clicking that video and watching me talk about something that affects us men and women. You are welcome. And if today is not your first time, you always come back. You've watched it before, you came and watched again, and you like my video, you you subscribed to my video, you liked my video, you commented on it, and most especially you shared my video. I love you so much. You don't know how much I love you, and I have a special gift for you. Whenever you see me, ask me for your kiss and I'll give it to you, okay? All right, thank you so much for coming to watch my video again. And today we are gonna be talking about something about men. Yes, we're gonna be talking to the men today. We're on our 31 days of Let's Talk, and we talk about things that affect men and women, different things, different subject matters every time for 31 days. If you've not watched any of the videos, please do watch them. They have important informations in there. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the role of a man in marriage, in a relationship. What is the role of a man in a relationship? What is the job of a man in a relationship? What is the responsibility of a man in marriage? I think this is a very deep topic, but I will try my best to put it together as short as I can, so you get an idea. But it's something that is a lot of deep, and maybe later in the future I might make more videos concerning this. I have heard several times when they talk about a man, they just say the man is the head of the family. My question is, what exactly is the head of the family? Head, yeah, what exactly is the head? I always say it too, and I believe it. The man is the head of the family. So what is the role of a head of a family? And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So get your pen, get a paper, because you're going to be writing down stuff. So I have a friend of mine on Facebook, and he used to talk about things concerning men, and every time women will be asking, what is even the role of a man? What is even the role of a man? Sometimes I just laugh because I understand the reason why they're asking. Most time we always are verbal when we talk about the role of a woman. The woman has to clean, the woman has to take care of the family, the woman has to cook, the woman has to care for the children, the woman has to, they always talk. But when it comes to a man, the only thing I usually hear is financial. The man has to provide. But provision is not the only thing that's a responsibility of a man. It's not only when you give a woman money, you provide financially, that you've done your job. There are much more things you need to do. So we're going to be starting from number one, okay? It's not according to the numbers I'm calling. It doesn't matter, but I'm just giving it a number so you can understand. Now, first of all, let's define who a man is. A man is a head of the family. He is the leader of the family. Okay, I will use a typical example to give you an idea. Okay, think of a man as a CEO of a company. As a CEO of a company, of a big company, most likely. A CEO of a company, what do? They oversee the affairs of the company. They bring out ideas. They make sure that everything is working smoothly. They make sure that their company is going, as they want it to go. They bring people in when they want. They send people out when they don't want no more. You cannot sack the CEO. The CEO can sack you, right? Okay, so just figure it out. Like, just take it that a man is a CEO of his home, just like a man, a CEO of a company. So we're going to be using that to illustrate some of the things. Now, good thing about a CEO, if a company is moving forward, a company is doing well, CEO have a lot of people working with him. He'll be having cleaners, he will be having accountants, he will have different directors under him, he will have different people working, salesperson, clerk, and everybody's doing their job, right? But he oversees and makes sure that everybody is doing what they are doing the way they are supposed to do it timely, consciously, and when they're supposed to do it. And if the company is moving forward, who do they praise? The cleaner, the accountant does not? No. If the company is growing, it is shining on the CEO, because they will now say this CEO is a good one. Dangote is the richest man. The Dangote doesn't make himself rich because he has employers, people that are working, doing the main work. Something like that. So if a company is dying, a company is failing, it's not doing what's supposed to do, and is bankrupt, or something is going on, who is to blame? The CEO. So the CEO is either the one that is winning or is the one that is losing, even if he's the one doing his job or not. If a responsibility is not being done, who is to blame? Onyuishi, the head, who is in charge. Even if it's not the head that is the fault, even if the problem is not the head himself, but because he did not do his job well by making sure that the thing is done right, he is to blame. So now that I've gotten that aside, let's now get into the job or the role or the responsibilities of a man. Now look at it, the responsibilities of a man, I'm going to mention 6 today, okay? Very important ones. A man is a leader, he leads. Now, what does a leader do? A leader means you live an exemplary life, you live a life that people will follow. So that means the way you do things, people will follow you. If you're living the life you're supposed to live, or you're living a certain way, if you're a drunkard, don't be surprised when your wife and your children become a drunkard, because you're leading them and showing them that is the way life is supposed to be. You are a leader. So you lead by example. Your way affects them. If you're responsible, your children and wife and family members are supposed to follow suit. So you lead them. You live a life that people emulate in your family. If you're wayward, if you're a financial prudent person, you teach your family to be financially prudent. You see? So that is fundamentally the first thing. So a man is a leader. You lead, they follow. Wife, children, nanny, help, servant, driver, gardener, everybody's part of your family. So that's it. If you're sleeping around and you have your driver, you're teaching your driver to do the same. So watch that. Number 1. Now let's get to financial, which is the one that everybody agree with me that is a role of a man. The man is in charge of financial independence of his family. He has to make sure there is a financial stability in his home. Now I'm going to bust your bubble a little bit. This little thing I'm going to say it deeply in another video, but if a man gets married to a woman and then the woman starts working, the woman is working to support his husband, or her husband, I'm sorry. Now when you're supporting your husband, your money as a woman's money, I'm sorry to say, is your husband's money. He's making sure that the family is running smoothly financially, because if he doesn't want you to work and he tells you don't work, you're not going to work, you're not going to make that money, so he'll be the one bringing all the money home. But if he allows you to work, both of you are doing the work together, the money is for the family, and he is the one in charge of making sure that money comes into the family. So financially, paying of bills, fees and everything is a man's responsibility. Now here is the thing, that it is a man's responsibility doesn't mean that he cannot assign his wife a duty in providing the financial need of the family too. He's doing his job. Yes. Okay. So financially, a man is meant to make sure that there is a provision. Make sure your house is provided for financially. Number 3, protection. It's a man's duty to protect his home. When it comes to protection, shelter. There is a shelter to clothe your family. There is no harm that comes in your family's way. You, as a family member, your wife, your children, and every other person that is in your home. If anything happening right now, you are the one that's supposed to come in front and stand, everybody stay behind you, because you're the head, because you're the father, because you're the man of the house. So you're supposed to provide protection for your family. If you're on the street and something happens to your wife, or your children. You're supposed to come to their rescue because you're the man of the house. Protection. The man is in charge of protecting his home. Number 3, the man is in charge of making sure, overseeing that the emotional wellness of his home. Yes, the man is in charge of taking care of the emotional wellness of his entire home. Emotionally, are you balanced? Emotionally, is your wife balanced? Emotionally, are your children having emotional wellness? And then when you talk about emotional, you're talking about mental too. Emotions and mental is also the same. How is the mental state of your home? Is your home peaceful? If your home is not peaceful, it's your fault as the man. Even if your woman is unbearable, it's your job as a man to keep your woman in check. It's your job as a man to keep your children in a good mental state. So if they have issues that they need to medically take care of, you're supposed to be in charge of making sure those things are working. It's your responsibility as a man to provide and make sure that the wellness of your home, mentally, emotionally, is stable. Your wife is sexually starved, it's your fault. You have a problem. It's your job to make sure that everything is working in your home. It's not a woman's job. It's your responsibility. Okay, another one, I'm going to look at my paper because I wrote down some of the things. Another one is spiritual. Yes, the man is in charge of taking care of the spiritual aspect of his home. I always hear this, people say it's a woman's job. If a prayerful woman is this. Yes, I do not dispute that. It's true. A woman is prayerful is a backbone of her husband, but it's a man's job to make sure that the spiritual wellness of his family is intact. What do you believe? What do your family believe? Are their beliefs right? Are they in accordance with what you want them to believe? Or are you believing something and your family is believing something else? Are you teaching your family spiritual growth, or you just abandon them and leave them anyhow you want it? It is your job as a man to make sure that the spiritual aspect of your home is intact. Okay? Another one is lifestyle. The lifestyle. I mentioned that when I talked about leadership. The lifestyle of your family. Are your family responsible? Are your kids responsible? Are they nuisance? Are they being nuisance on the streets? How is the fashion of everybody in your home, including yourself? How do they talk? How do your family people talk to people? How do your children talk to people outside? How do your wife do? Talking, actions, what are their actions? Are they fighters? It's your responsibility to have a lifestyle, have a modeled lifestyle that you want your family to follow. You have to be the one to be in charge of making sure that the lifestyle of the family is according to what you want it to be. Now, different people have different ways of, I'm just mentioning this. Every man would guide his own in different ways. Just like I said, CEO. There are several CEOs of companies. But every CEO don't follow the same model, the same style, but they all do the same thing. Same way. It is yourself as the man who direct and say, this is how I want my family to be. This is how I want it to go. And you're the one in charge of making sure, overseeing that everything that you've put in place, that is how you want to run your family, it is run like that. And finally, physical well-being of your family. You are in charge of the physical well-being of your family. Physical well-being include feeding, diet, eating, things they eat and everything, making sure that you provide diet for them. You're providing the money to get all the diet. They say, I want fruits in this house all the time. Yes, your wife will be the one to go buy them, or the nanny, or the cook, or whoever, but it's your job to make sure that the physical wellness of your family is intact too. Are they going to be doing sports, activities? Are you going to be going out in the evenings to take a walk or take the sun and tan your skin for those living in a winter area and snow? Are they going to be going out to have a good time and come back? How is the physical wellness of your family? It is your responsibility as the man to make sure that everything in your home is running smoothly. Overseeing them. You might not be the one doing it yourself, but you're making sure that they are done well. Now, like I said earlier, when your family is running smoothly, when your kids and your wife is an epitome of beauty and some family that people want to look up to and say, wow, I love this family, who is to be praised? Outsiders will praise you. You will be the one shining because, man, that man is family. That man is family. You're not the one doing the main thing, but you're the one that is overseeing them, and therefore everybody will be praising you. And when your family is doing it right, you need to reward them. It's your job. A CEO, most of the time, you see them, they give bonuses to their staff, the best staff and all that. They praise their people, encourage them, lift them up. It's your job as a man to praise your woman who is doing right by you. It's your job. If your woman is doing well, praise her, adore her, reverence her, appreciate her, and she will do more because you are the one shining when she's doing it right. And when she's doing it wrong, you're the one to blame. She's the one doing it wrong, but you're the one to blame. So you know. I hope you've been able to understand the role of a man in marriage. It is not only financial. No, it is not. Never think that the role of a man in marriage is financial alone. I have done everything for you. Are you sure? Did you do everything you're supposed to do as a man? Think about it. That you provided money for food, provided accommodation, provided clothing, bought things, give them money for car and everything. That is just one aspect of your role as a man. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to be making another video of the role of a woman in marriage. Stay tuned for that, and make sure you watch every other video that I've provided during these 31 days of Let's Talk. If you have a topic or any one that you want us to talk about that is important, please send me a message on my Instagram, Angeloma222. I will sure do my best to make a video on it. Okay, thank you so much, and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't, because I have beautiful videos that I always send out for your knowledge. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you next time on day 22. Yes, we're growing. See you next time. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.